always know when I'm on part of my, I call them landmarks. So to a certain extent, we can create our reality here. You have to tell us, you have to express to the universal pulse of the whole of existence what you intend, where you want to go, what you want to be. I've had meditations with Archangel Ariel, who is the archangel of the planet and the animal kingdom. When you want to create a reality which is for the goodness of you or for what you need to do on your path, it will come. Right. So I always know when I'm on part of my, I call them landmarks, I always know when I'm on the right path. So I say, right, I want to do this. And it's like the second book. I chose not to go with the publisher the second time round for various reasons. And I said, well, I need an editor then. Boof. I suddenly get this message, this email from someone saying, I've just seen your writing and that you're talking about another book. Would you like any help? And it's the same with the illustrator. You know, you suddenly, and everything works. You go, thank you very much, universe. So to a certain extent, we can create our reality here by just sending the thought out. So I say, right, I'd like to do this. And another, again, Julianus. I should just write a book on Julianus's messages, to be fair, because another thing he said to me was, I said all about this creating cosmic ordering, if you like, creating your own reality. And I went, well, how does it work? And he said, well, just send the thought out of what you feel you deserve. And if it does resonate with your life path, we will provide it in multitudes. So he said, the problem with human beings is he goes, put it this way. He doesn't call it a taxi, but I'll call for shortening it. He says, just imagine you get in a taxi cab and the driver turns around and says, where do you want to go? And you stay quiet. How's he going to know where to take you? He can't take you to the destination you want. You have to tell us, you have to express to the universal pulse of the whole of existence what you intend, where you want to go, what you want to be. And this is where all the quantum planes come in, you know, where you kind of go out of your energy and say, right, this is what I want to create. I don't want to get too deep. I try and keep it very, very simple for people. Not that people are simple, I don't mean that, but they're, you know, when we start talking about dimensional realities and all that, it gets too complex. I like to keep it simple, hence why I do it very down to earth in my writing in the books. But literally think, create, where do you want to be, what do you want to do? And so I now know that one of my things is reality is I will create that third book and it will go out. And so that's my next goal for this year. For instance, even silly things like I feel like my boiler's going to break down. I need a plumber. Can someone just send me one that's going to be great? And then suddenly something will ping up on Facebook or whatever. And they say, oh, I just had a plumber. He was so good and so reasonable. I'm like, thank you very much. Yeah. And so I feel like I'm pulsing with the universe of creating reality because everything I ask for, it delivers. Yeah. In the most magical way. And if I can give just one person that, it's not a gift, that awareness, that willing to connect and go, okay, I'm going to give this a go. And then they find it works.
Yeah, well, it's interesting because this universe is, it's both. It's more mental than we perceive some ways, you know, but it's not as thought responsive. It doesn't respond as quickly to thought as the other side. Absolutely. But there's also this physical reality, and there's also this life plan that we have when we come in, and especially if we're more, I don't like the word more advanced, and we're all souls of the same age, but it's like more experienced souls. Yes. For more experienced souls, then we will take on the challenges, and the younger souls will look at that and say, well, why would you do that? That's crazy. Because this place, it's funny because I debate this with one of my mentors, whether this place is we come here to learn or whether, you know, it's different reasons and stuff. But I think this place we come to learn, we come to grow, we come to experience, we come to be challenged. This is not a vacation land. This is not some place you come necessarily to have fun. You can have fun while you're here, but that's vacation land, because there you want to be at the beach, you're at the beach. You want to be on the top of a mountain, you're on the top of a mountain.
Absolutely right. And I've seen it and I've created it myself, because lots of when you become more developed and when you're meditating a lot and you're getting into the theta brainwave state, alpha brainwave state, and I can create lucid dreaming. So there's times where I've been woken up and then I go back to sleep and I connect myself back in where I want to be in a dream and create what I want to do in that dream as well. And so that is like being a spirit person as well. But you're absolutely right. There is a delay here because we've got this dense meat suit we're wearing for a start. Right. We're full of dense energy. And the other problem that I'm sensing from the universe or the planet at the moment, there is so much hate, anger, frustration, control. There's obviously all of that because we're abusing the planet. We're getting all these horrific disasters. Obviously, we just had the one in Turkey here where there's been an earthquake killing thousands of people. And we had COVID. And please don't get me wrong on this either, anybody that watches this, because there's going to be people that have lost people to COVID, but you've got to look at the natural reason for that. Why did that happen? Was it like the Black Plague? Are we taking some humankind off the planet because there's too much going on? Is there too many people on the planet? I've had meditations with Archangel Ariel, who is the archangel of the planet and the animal kingdom, and she's outraged by how we're abusing the planet. But nobody's going to care about nutty old me talking about an angel that's like, do you know what, this planet's... And so it's almost like her and Gaia are kicking back, saying, this is your place to learn and you're abusing your playground. I can't watch the news anymore, darling, because all it is murders, shootings, hate and pain, and it's like, wow. So that's why there's people like me and you continuing in the background, working love, working awareness, working esoteric knowledge to these people to try and balance out this energy, because it's still so up in the air. When I tune in to the planet energy, it's like, oh my God, it's just chaos. Can't find or feel any peace at the moment. So I feel we've still got another year or so of everything up and down. And I don't know if you've had this, but they're talking about controlling zones that we're allowed to go in over in the UK at the moment. And it's like the Hunger Games are starting. You know what I mean? I don't know what district I'll be in. But they're trying to say that we can't go more than 15 miles from where we are, and it's all going to be zoned and all the rest of it. And it's just me thinking this, just humankind taking everything out again. And I just wonder if there's going to be another ark soon and a big flood.
Yeah. We are in quite a dilemma, but we are here, you and I, to be light workers, to try to to raise the level, to try to raise our, and as we raise our own consciousness, we actually raise the consciousness of everybody. We are not as individuals we think we are.